Hello there, and welcome to today's video on Introduction to C Programming. In this video, we'll cover the history, the features, and then the setup, the basic setup. We'll explore the fascinating world of, C programming, its rich history, its powerful features, and then how to set up a development environment to start coding in C. So let's get started. Now, to start off, let's start with the history of C. Before we dive into the technical aspects, let's take a look at a quick history of C programming. It was developed by Dennis Bell, and he developed it in a lab in the early 1970s. C quickly gained popularity due to its simplicity and then efficiency. And over the time, it became a go-to language for system programming, compilers, and then operating system as well, right? C influenced the development of many modern languages like C++, C#, and I think Objective-C. Its design principles of simplicity, efficiency, and then low-level access to hardware have made it a very, very favorite among developers worldwide. All right. So if you have an interest in learning C, it's a good thing because it has influenced the development of many other modern languages, right? So based on C alone, you can quickly dive into other modern languages. Now that we know the history, let's explore the powerful features that C programming is so popular of. First and foremost, C is known for its efficiency, right? So C is very it is very efficient, and then it allows developers to write code that executes quickly and consumes minimal system resource. With C, you have control over everything. All right. Another advantage that is worth noting is its portability. C can be compiled and run on various platforms, on Linux, like various platforms, and then it makes it suitable for cross-platform development. C also provides a very, very low-level access to computer hardware. So with C, just like Linux, some would say, you can control everything you have on your hardware, right? So it allows developers to write code that directly interacts with memory, registers, and then devices. This level of control makes C ideal for system level programming and then embedded system development, right? So now that we know the basic history and features of C programming, let's move on to setting up our C environment. And there are some few things you will need. First of all, you need a text editor, right? Or an integrated development environment. For beginner, I would say a text editor would be good. So a text editor could be Vim, Emacs, or code blocks. They are all fine. You can also choose to use let me say IDEs such as Visual Studio Code and all that. But then these ones are enhanced with code completion and then debugging tools, and then also helps in project management. But as a beginner, if you stick to this Vim and then Emacs, you'll be able to know the in and out of the program, and then you can go to the main IDEs. So after choosing your choice of editor or your choice of editor, you now need a compiler, right? So for me, my choice of editor is the Vim. So we'll be using Vim for our work. Then secondly, we need our compiler. So if you're using Vim and then I'll be using the terminal, then let me just go straight to the terminal and then we work on something. Now, before we go to the terminal, you should take note that depending on your operating system, the installation of your compiler may vary. All right. So, taking Ubuntu, for instance, let me go to my terminal, and here's my terminal. So to install my compiler, all I do is I say sudo apt then update. So we update first. Then after updating, we say whilst we wait for it to update. After it has updated, we say sudo apt install build essential, right? That is the compiler we want to install. So sudo apt install build essential, then you enter. So for me, I have already installed it, and then I already have the newest version, right? But if you do not have that already, then it will install for you. If you're using Mac OS, you can use the command brew install gcc and enter, and you are good to go. So now that we've installed our compiler, and as I said earlier on, I'll be using my Vim. This is my Vim or VI as my editor. We are good to go, right? So one last thing I would like to do is let's try and then compile a simple C program so we have a feel of it before we enter into the course. All right. So I wouldn't be doing much explanation with this program, but then all we want to do is to create a simple hello world program. So main.c. .c is the extension for all C programs. All right. So we first of all say include. Don't worry about the syntax we are using, but I just want to illustrate something. So include your studio.h and then int main and from there we say printf. Then what do we want to print? Hello world. So we want to say hello world. I am starting to learn C, right? Then we bring a new line. So \n and you end and you return 0. Don't worry about the explanation. In the course, we'll go over all this so you understand. So after this, we just save and then we compile, right? So to compile, we use the compiler, right? And this is the command we use. So gcc, which is our compiler, then the name of our file. So our file name is main.c, and we want it to be outputted into a file called main. So we enter, and if we list, you see the two files are there. We have this, which is the text file we created, and this is the compiled one. All right. So let's try. You see, this is the compiled version. This is what the machine will read, right? But on yours, what you created, main.c, this is just how it looks like, right? So this is what you have written and how it looks like. But after it has been compiled for the operating system to read, this is how it looks like. You see the difference? This isn't in human readable format, but then your code you wrote here, this is how it looks like. So after it has been compiled, we just run the compiled version. And as you can see, it says what? Hello world, I'm starting to code. I'm starting to learn C. All right. So basically, this is what we'll be learning in this course. And I encourage you to really take time to go through the videos and then practice the examples as well. All right. Well, remember, practice is a key when learning a very new programming language. So you should start with simple programs, explore online resources, and don't be afraid to ask for help from programming community. All right. So thank you for watching this introductory video on C programming. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe to this channel for more programming tutorials and tips. Happy coding. Bye.